The topic for today is corporate social responsibility. Corporate social responsibility is a very important concept in corporates because good governance in a corporate cannot exist without every corporate discharging their corporate social responsibility, as each and every corporate takes from the society something or the other, and on its part, it is obligatory that it should, in return, give to society. The goal of every corporate organization is making profit. That is, it targets is primarily economic gain. On its part, it owes to its shareholders that it gives them a good financial return as they have invested their finances in the organization to make economic benefits. However, when an organization transcends its mere money making goal and incorporates into its activities eco friendly methods, keeping sustainability of the environment in mind, keeping the well-being of the society at large, it has stepped into a very important role, that of social responsibility. That's corporate social responsibility is concerned with drawing a distinction between right and wrong. It mandates that we do the right thing in all our business dealings such that eventually we transform ourselves into good corporate citizens. CSR occupies the top rung of the ladder of the goals that every business enterprise sets as a target for itself. Its prime focus is undoubtedly on profit making. However, at the same time, it has to take into account legal and ethical means to achieve this. In other words, it must have effective codes of workplace ethics and practice sustainable development, as well as keep the welfare of all at its core. All corporate organizations are accountable to the society as they primarily exist for the sake of the public. They are not in isolation, they are uh, in terms of interrelatedness with the society at large. They depend on the society for their infrastructure, for natural resources like water, etc., or for electricity, even transport facilities, the roads that there are. Public health is important for them because they need employees who are in good health, and that is their manpower as workforce. Further, the employees must be educated also, and the education of the youth or the public at large is on the government or the society. So it needs to keep in mind that they take so much from the society which is not so concrete or material perceptible, but in a subtle form. It would not be possible for them to have their businesses, as the law and order of the state ensures its smooth functionings, and the public at large again is the consumer that utilizes the products manufactured or produced by these organizations. In 1973, Davies referred to a firm's consideration of and response to issues beyond the narrow economic, technical, and legal requirements of the firm, which were the first traces of corporate social responsibility. The concept of corporate social responsibility came to the fore in the 1990s. The European Union defined it as a concept whereby companies integrate social and environmental concerns in their business operations and in their interactions with their stakeholders on a voluntary basis. The World Business Council for Sustainable Development defines CSR as the continuous commitment by business to behave ethically and contribute to economic development while improving the quality of life of the workforce and their families, and and the local community and society at large. In a nutshell, we can say that corporate social responsibility means that the corporate or any organization should behave in an ethical manner, and uh, it should also contribute to the welfare of not only its employees and their families, but also to the community at large, and even further to the society as a whole. The rationale for corporate social responsibility is that the society as well as the corporates share a synergized relationship. They have a shared value of corporate opportunities and corporate responsibility. The corporates must give back to the society, for they have an obligation that they have taken from the society, tangible as well as intangible things. So they owe to the society that in one form or the other they may give back to it uh, whatever they feel should be done obligatorily or discretionary. They also focus on minimum harm because they have a responsibility to the society. Their organization is working within the society, and they should take care that no adverse effects are on the society through their activities. The functioning of CSR can be discerned at three different levels: at the market forces demand, what is required, who requires, etc., following the rules that have been prescribed by the government. So, if one follows these rules, then it is discharging its social responsibility. Then involving in constructive voluntary activities for the betterment of the society. CSR is also applicable to different stakeholders, consumers and community, those who use their products, their clients, uh, the community at large amongst which their products would be launched, employees who work for them, by and this can be ensured through equal opportunity and wages, improving the work life balance of the employees, making the workplace free from hazardous things. Then they also need to take care of the interest of the owners or proprietors, investors, their competitors, business rivals, etc., because competition should be at a uh, healthy level. It cannot resort to wrong means, fraud, etc., to make monetary. The different stakeholders of corporates thus can be listed as customers, clients, users, etc., employees, managerial, administrative, accounts, security, maintenance, investors, owners, shareholders, vendor partners, dealers, stockists, retailers, etc., government, regulatory government bodies, etc., society, different segments of society. On its part, an organization must be responsible to all its stakeholders: investors, shareholders, employees, customers, suppliers. The interests of investors, shareholders, and suppliers are dependent on managerial efficiency. Employees expect work satisfaction, a good salary, and a good supervision. Customers expect quality and safety, availability of good services. The government expects organizations to take proper license to conduct their businesses, follow the charter or rules set by the regulatory bodies, operate within safety norms, and adhere to environmental norms, take care of the society, community, There are also those special interest groups such as trade associations, political action committees, professional associations, etc., who target that organizations follow ethical, social, responsible behavior.